This next song I wrote for a friend of mine. His name was Fred Turna, and I met him 3-4 years ago. And when I met him, he was 97 years old, and he lived in Brooklyn, pretty close to where I was living at the time. And he lived in a Brooklyn townhome that he'd lived in since the 60s. And his wife was a bit younger than him, and his son lived in the basement with his wife, but they were both gone a lot, and so he was looking for some company. And through a friend of a friend of a friend, I was connected with him. And so I would go over once a week or so to his home, and once a week, once every 2 weeks, and we would sit and chat. And he lived in a 3-story Brooklyn townhome. His bedroom was on the 2nd floor. His kitchen was on the 1st floor. And his art studio was on the 3rd floor, and he was a painter. And so every day he'd be walking up and down these stairs multiple times a day. He had a walker, what he called his chariot, on every individual floor, waiting for him. And we would sit and chat, and he wanted to know a lot about music, and so I would tell him about that. We would talk about his art, and he was a Holocaust survivor. And he passed away about 1.5 years ago when he was 99. And he was an incredible man. And so I wrote this song in the days following his passing. This is called The Painter. At the top of the stairs, where the canvas lay bare, lives a man of the Shoah with a brush in his hand. For 70-odd years he's fought through the fears, and he climbs up those stairs just to paint them again. At the top of the climb, where the canvas is primed for colors and layers, you lose yourself in the flames and those layers, singing decades of prayers for those who were killed by the men in Berlin. And oh, there's anger, and oh, there's pain. And so he paints. In the middle of sketching, if one were to step in, they'd see a kind man with a song in his ear. And he hums along, so when the feeling is gone, you can look at the painting and hear what he hears. And oh, there's anger, and oh, there's pain. And so he paints, and so he paints. Though his hips start to ache and his back is bent low, he won't bear the weight. Still the memories flow, and it keeps him alive just to share his soul. But the flames that were raging have burned so low, so low. At the top of the stairs, with his canvas still there, lived a man who made so much more with a brush in his hand. Thank you.